We know the Torah never gives us extra information. Yet, when the twins, Yaakov and Esau, are born in this week's Parsha, the Torah tells us that, by the way, Yaakov was smooth-skinned while Esau was hairy. Why is that necessary for us to know? Is the Torah going to tell us the weight of the babies as well? The commentaries say that this is coming to teach us something about the nature of Yaakov and Esau, and what was said about Yaakov is true to us today as well. Esau was a hairy man. Imagine a person walked into a barn filled with hay, and the hay got thrown on the person. If the person's a hairy person, when they walk out of that barn, it's going to take them a long time to get the hay and the dirt out of their beard, out of their hair, off their body. But imagine a person who's completely bald, a person whose skin is completely smooth walks in. Even if they get hay all over them, all they need to do is wipe it off. When Esau did an Avera, it wasn't just the fact that he did the Avera. It became a part of who he was. It wasn't just the fact that he murdered, he was a murderer. It wasn't just the fact that he stole, it was that he was a thief. But Yaakov was smooth-skinned, meaning that although, yes, Yaakov's descendants were going to sin. There were things that they were going to do that they were wrong. But it didn't identify them. It didn't show who they were. It wasn't an integral part of them. It was something external which they stumbled into. When they sin, it's not because that's who they want to be. It's something that happened which they will try to wipe away and move on. And that's something that's true to every Jew. When a person does an Avera, when a person sins, it's important to remember that we're good people, that we're people who want to do the right thing, that we're people who want to serve Hashem. And even if we sometimes make a mistake, that doesn't define who we are. That doesn't define us or mark us as evil people. That just means we're good people who made a mistake. And we have to get up, we have to brush ourselves off, we have to cleanse ourselves of that sin by doing teshuvah, and then we have to move on with our lives. We can never let the sin define us. Even though we're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to sin sometimes. But we have to learn from Yaakov that every sin that a person does is not going to overtake them. It's not going to find them. What defines them is the Torah. What defines them is their avodah Hashem, is their divine service. All the good midos, all the character traits they have, those are a part of a person. But everything else is merely wiped away, and then we can move on. And in that way, we'll be able to continue serving Hashem. We'll be able to continue doing all the amazing things that we try to do every single day. Have a great Shabbos.